Hey, it's Mark here from the barn at French Mountain. Just wanted to kick off our tour. We're shooting this in May of 2021, and right here you can see that I am at the Route 9 gate. We have two gates on property, but this is the Route 9 gate. This is where you'll start when you come for tour. And when you drive down the property, you'll come to this first intersection. And I want to stop right here for a second and show you something cool. So this is our other gate, which is on Bloody Pond Road, double gate. Those are open on wedding and event days. And then just to the left of it, over here, this is our 5-bedroom, 2-bath flat. It's this section right here. And that will be ready for 2022. You can rent that overnight, so you can stay on property. Now this is the entire western town. So you have a pole barn over here, which is storage. Then you have the main arena, which is our wedding barn. And then you have the western town. And we're going to cover all the different spaces here in 1 second. So starting off in the western town, the sheriff's office is our office. It's also our store. So when you come in, we meet with you usually right here, and we give you the tour and all the information. So as we continue down, our first getting ready space is just right next to our office. Both our getting ready spaces have a Bluetooth radio. They have a TV with an HDMI cord that you can play games and stuff with or hook a device to. This space has a changing area back here with mirrors and plenty of lights. Then you have your cafe area, again with refrigerator. There's heat and air conditioning in both spaces. Parlor area and our beauty area. Plenty of lights too. And let's continue. Now moving down from the first getting ready space, we have our jail, which is a lot of fun, just for pictures, and it stays open during any event. You can come in here and take silly pictures and have fun. Otherwise it just remains open. Now the restrooms for either facility are right here. So this room over here has 7 stalls, and this one has 4 stalls and 3 urinals. Can also be accessed from inside the saloon, front and back. And to put it into perspective, this is the saloon entrance, and across the parking lot is the barn. Let's go inside the saloon. So front door, you have your standard bar, you have your, which used to be a restaurant. So inside you have your bar space first. And then you also have some tables and some benches. And there's plenty of wide open space here. And then your banquet side can be set up for any way you wish. This is a great space for weddings and events, formal, around 100 people or less. Cocktail style, you can do inside and out. We've done lots of large family events with several hundred people, because with the saloon, you also pick up this outdoor space. So you've got the deck I'm standing on, picnic tables, fire pit, horses in the background. There's horseshoe pits, and there's also 2 bocce ball pits. And you've got this whole deck. And the mountain in the background. So if you do use this space, this is one of your options for ceremony. If you want, you can get married right out here. We have a lot of couples this year who want to get married in this field with the horses in the background. The saloon space is also climate controlled, heat and air conditioning. Now as we continue down the western town, we're going to come to another getting ready space. And keep in mind, for promoters, large scale event producers, the getting ready spaces also serve as green rooms, so they can be used for concert acts or management day of offices, things like that. So getting ready space number 2. Again, radio, refrigerator, has some different themed decor on the walls. Has our old ski balls, mirrors, more decor, has the TV, has the heat and air conditioning, and then it has its own changing room space as well, which is carpeted and has mirrors and light. Once you're ready to get married, this tends to be a common walk for whoever's coming out, down the ramp, around the corner, and ceremony can be wherever you want on property. So we do have, this massive field. Other people want to do things, maybe a little more up in here where there's an old cave, kind of an old waterfall. It's really wherever you want. Just think about the impact on your guests. Most of them tend to be right out in this area right here. So here I am at Vincent Creek. We have a little stream that flows through the property, the backside of the ceremony areas. For the first half of the season, if we have a dry year, it usually dries out by midsummer or so. But we have a little bridge you can cross. There's a little sitting area we made, picture area. So you can take some pictures here and you can go up on the log or into the woods. We've made everything accessible for you. And that's what we have for now. Now to put this into perspective, I just walked from right there and it took me about a minute and a half. And I'm all the way across the ceremony field. So that just gives you an idea of how far away it is. It's about a football field's length or so. So you're probably looking at about 100 to 120 yards. So when you're standing at the ceremony area, this is the background. Got our pole barns, the horses, the back of the saloon, and then all the way over to the barn. Now, a lot of people ask about parking, and it's really up to the individual event, where they want to park. The only place we can't park is we can't park from the fire pit all the way down to that first pole barn, because we have to allow emergency access to the front of the barn. People have used this side of the field, and more so in this year, people are actually parking in our parking lots that are on the left and right down there, to the right of my van or to the left of my van on the other side of the far barn, because they want to keep this western town as authentic as possible, so they don't want any vehicles in here. But that's going to be up to you. Now for the barn, we also have the petting zoo, which is available for rent for smaller events, just outdoor picnics, whatever you want to do. And that has power, and this is the barn's fire pit. So just to give you an idea of inside the petting zoo, it has a gravel surface, and it's 30 by 40, so it's pretty good size. It's just like the same size as a 30 by 40 tent. Does have electricity. And that's the back side of the barn. We're going to go into the barn next. Now the barn is very massive, 8,400 square feet. It is 60 feet wide by 140 feet long. And when you rent the barn, you get everything that's in the barn. So you have 4 of the barrels, the arbor, the benches, which will seat around 100 people, pallet bar, bar back, TV. We have a pallet bar as well, a couple other portable bars. We have 6 of the cocktail spindles. We have 7 of the air walls, which can be used to cordon off sections. We have the s'mores bar. We provide 60-inch rounds and white chairs as of the shooting of this video. This is set up for a wedding that's coming up. You can lay this out any way you want. We have a decor ladder, which is movable. We have 2 8-foot farm tables and 1 6-foot sweetheart. We do include lawn games, tic-tac-toe, frisbee toss, mason lid toss, cornhole, ring toss, and ladder ball. Those are all included. Barn is very large. We're going to go out back. We also have darts. Now this is our outdoor cocktail area. part of it is uncovered. That's this section here, if you want to use it. And then the covered section back here, as you can see, there's a couple more bars. Mostly everything has wheels. But this area is set up, again, to use for an outdoor cocktail space, or sometimes the caterers will work back here. If you're not going to use the space, the caterers will take it. There's a wonderful picture area back here as well with our doors, and it wraps around to the side, and you can see that, and also how close we are to the pavilion. So again, the caterers usually service out of this back side. They have their own spot. But if you're not using this area, they will gladly take it because it's just bigger for them. So again, if you're looking to have a larger event and you need to rent the barn behind me or the entire parking lot, smaller events in the saloon space, if you want to rent one of our pad sites, which could be any of our lawn areas for different events, or if you're, again, a promoter or like a concert event person and you want to do a festival or something like that, we can discuss that too. A lot of people are renting the entire property for the whole weekend, including our wedding couples, and we make it so affordable that you can rent this whole town for a wedding or special event for one day for less than the cost of most other barns in the area, period. And we have the most square footage of any barn. We're the only barn in Lake George. We're literally 2 miles max from Lake George Village. So hopefully what you've seen you enjoy and like, and we look forward to talking to you more soon and having your event with us. Take care.